I think the most unique thing about the internship at HRT is how well integrated it is into like HRT culture. These are actual projects that a full-timer would work on if we didn't have an intern working on it.
There are a lot of really challenging, really technical, and really interesting problems that we have to solve in the quantitative finance space, and we hope to give interns a glimpse of that during their internship. The HRT Summer Internship is a 11-week program. We run this internship in a lot of our major offices. We do New York every single year. We'll also have an internship in Singapore as well as London.
There's about 1 to 2 weeks of training in the beginning where you're just getting really familiar with the basics, like how do we think about trading, what do the different teams around the company do. Then you'll have about 5 weeks where you do a project with a specific mentor on a specific team, and then you'll repeat that with another team. So then you kind of get the opportunity to do different kinds of work and explore more of the company.
At HRT, the internship is used to support our biggest technical departments, the teams that are hiring year after year. So for us, that means we are hiring algo dev interns as well as software engineering interns. So the algo dev internship is really geared towards students who are interested in the quantitative side, interested in doing data analysis. The software engineering side, we have 2 main teams. One team is core dev. They focus on our low latency infrastructure. And we also have a team that we call Algo Engineering. They're focused on collaborating with our researchers on creating world-class data analysis tools and assisting with the research process.
The HRT internship for algo developers, our philosophy is kind of that if you have the base quantitative skill, then you can learn all the details about trading and markets and finance after you come in through the door.
We're looking for students who kind of reflect what we want in our full-timers, which is you're a quantitative person and you can look at a situation and look at it analytically and come up with reasonable hypotheses, and then sort of research skills to take those hypotheses and explore them.
A lot of candidates, when they think about HRT, they think about low latency trading, but we actually traded a lot of different kinds of asset classes and time horizons. And the entire scope of projects that all of the interns do, pretty much covers every flavor of the rainbow.
For core, we're looking for people with obviously very strong programming skills, but also we're looking for people who can problem solve in lots of creative ways. There are quite a wide variety of projects. We have some projects that are based on data, so things like data compression or more efficient ways of getting data from one host to another host. We also have more general platform improvements, and the interns get to make a lot of decisions in that process.
I think the people that do really well in algo engineering are people who are very user-focused, because primarily we're not building tools for ourselves, we're building tools for algo developers. So we really look for someone who's a little bit of a product manager as well as a really strong engineer. So you work hand in hand with some other experienced algo engineers on building out particular engineering functionality. This might be improvements to a particular research workflow, or it might be some optimization to some code that exists already. But it's a way to kind of get people involved in kind of our day-to-day.
The initial training and then having 2 rotations on 2 different teams, while at the same time listening to the presentations of the other interns and what they've worked on, people walk away from here with very good idea of what the actual work looks like.
We believe that one-on-one mentorship is critical to the intern success.
Our mentors help the interns push the project along, but without being too prescriptive.
Having that one-on-one mentorship gives you an opportunity to get really deep into that one specific project and get a lot of very direct feedback. I think that's one thing that's pretty valuable.
We also have lots of talks from different members of the leadership team about different areas. Everything from the business of trading through to sort of deep dives on technical research topics.
We also have trading games where the interns will work through a simulation and try to develop good algorithms. And then we also have story time. They can range in content, but most of them might be some example of here's a situation that came up in trading and here's how we resolved it.
It's really valuable for interns to hear these stories because it gets them exposure to other parts of HRT and other teams, and it gives them a better sense of what kind of impact their projects will have on the company.
All the interns are sitting together so that information flow and discussion and ideation is flowing pretty naturally. We also provide intern housing nearby the office, so a lot of them are also staying in the same building close by, so they're able to really build up very strong relationships.
We've got a ton of events going on of all sorts of different things, from if it's a Rubik's Cube solving competition, or going hiking, or just playing games in the game room. Interns get a good chance chance to experience the social side of HRT. And New York City is a wonderful place to be, especially in the summertime. And I think our interns make full use of that.
The interns have an amazing summer. Interns work on these technical and challenging projects during the day, but they also have plenty of time to explore the city, and they really take advantage of that time. I think all of that together just makes for like a really memorable, really engaging, really educational, and fun summer.